What's up guys, Judah Nicknam, the Legendary Beast, and today I have an awesome brand new video for you guys today talking to you about Outlier Nutrition's pre-workout, deviation, and their non-stimulant pre-workout, which is their nitric oxide booster called Expansion. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my uses with these two products individually, a little bit about what's inside of them, and what I got from them. So let's jump off right from the start, ingredients of deviation. This is the complete ingredient profile right there, as you can see. Get a good look at that. Pause it if you want. This is what's inside of it. You have 6 grams of citrulline malate. You have 2 grams of betaine. You have 2 grams of leucine, 2 grams beta-alanine, 2 grams creatine hydrochloride. You have 1 gram of isoleucine, 1 gram of taurine, 1 gram of amagmatine sulfate. You have 1 gram of valine, you have 250 milligrams of caffeine, you have 150 milligrams of DMHA, you have 125 milligrams of N-phenyl dimethylline, I can't even pronounce that properly, 5 milligrams of bioprine, and 75 micrograms of huperzine A. So let's discuss the ingredient profile real fast before we jump into my uses with this. Just so you guys know, 6 grams is the full clinical dosage of citrulline malate, 6 to 8 grams technically. The second ingredient, which is betaine and leucine, isoleucine, I'm going to say it like this. The BCAAs in here I very much like because it helps me with my workout to stay more strong, endured, like endurance, and it does actually help out with long-term with muscle building. The 2 grams of creatine hydrochloride helps out with the pumps, in my personal opinion, for myself, as well as the muscle endurance and the energy. But it also helps out with muscle growth production as well. 2 grams of beta-alanine is not a full clinical serving. The full clinical serving, I believe, is technically 3.2 grams, is where the benefits come from that. But for the 2 grams that's inside of this pre-workout, you can feel it, you can get the effects of it still. Just long-term, as a muscle builder, you should probably add in some more beta-alanine. The other ingredients, such as taurine, the gram of taurine is very helpful and useful, as taurine is wonderful for blood flow, stopping cramps, hydration, you name it. 250 milligrams of caffeine is the sweet spot for caffeine for most people, and according to studies, as well as it is for myself. I'm a stim junkie where I could take over a gram of caffeine and I could be going. But I'm more of a pump kind of guy, because the pumps, as everyone knows, that's how you grow. So 250 milligrams caffeine is actually the sweet spot. 280 milligrams caffeine and 300 milligrams caffeine is where you want to cut it off. 300 is actually pushing the limits where it starts to inhibit blood flow. And we don't want to inhibit blood flow. We want to keep the blood flow to make gains. Now, with the DMHA, the 150 milligrams, that is not overkill, so it's a perfect stimulant for that extra boost of energy. For those of you who are familiar with DMAA, it's kind of like that, but it's DMAA's cousin, essentially. It's more clean, more natural. It's just better for your own body's production. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give deviation easily an 8 or a 9. The only reason why I don't give it a full 10 is simply because I do like the citrulline at 6 grams. If it was at 8 grams, that would be better, because again, I'm more of a pump kind of guy. If the beta-alanine was 3.2 grams, and if the huperzine A was a little bit more, I would have given it a 10 right off the bat. Huperzine A is also used for focus and endurance. Now, the next one is Expansion, which is their nitric oxide booster. This one has, I'll show you the ingredient profile real fast so that you can see it for yourself. See if you can see that. There you go. So, the ingredient profile for this one is 6 grams of citrulline malate. So, when you stack the two, you actually get 12 grams of citrulline, which is an awesome feeling. If you've never had 12 grams of citrulline up to 15 grams of citrulline, you're missing out. Like, you think that 4 grams is good with most pre-workouts? Man, you ain't seen nothing yet. The second one is 2 grams of agmatine sulfate. That's wonderful. So, you get 3 grams total with all that. That's a good dosage right there. Third ingredient is Hydromax glycerol powder at 1.5 grams. That's actually a pretty good serving as well. I know that's not the biggest dosage, but it's still pretty good, simply because with that, Hydromax glycerol is one of the best ingredients for pumps. If you don't believe me, try it. 1.5 grams is a good dosage. Would I have liked to have seen more? I like between 3 to 5 grams, personal preference. But with the other ingredients in here, it's very effective. The next ingredient is L-arginine at 1 gram. L-arginine on a gram, especially with the other ingredients mixed in, is actually a good balance. The last ingredient is black pepper extract at 5 milligrams, which helps out with absorption. So, 6 grams clinical dosage, stacking both these together, monster pumps. Agmatine sulfate, 2 grams, great dosage. 1.5 grams Hydromax glycerol powder, good dosage. All in all, I would give this one between 1 of a 10 for ingredient profile. I would give this one an 8 as well. The only reason why I wouldn't give this any more is because I would have liked to have seen the arginine and the Hydromax, especially the Hydromax, a little bit higher. Between 3 to 5 grams of Hydromax glycerol powder, perfect. But at the same time, you have other nitric oxide boosters that has Hydromax glycerol powder that have only had between 750 milligrams to a gram tops in their pre-workouts. So to have 1.5 grams, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to talk about my uses with these. I have used Deviation more than I have Expansion, and I love Deviation. Deviation is probably one of my favorite pre-workouts simply because it is an all-around great pre-workout. It's good for people that love stimulants, it's great for people who love pumps, and it's also great for people who are trying to build muscle. Now with Expansion, I've used Expansion less. But with my experiences with Expansion compared to other nitric oxide boosters, I can tell that the pump is there, but I can also tell that it's not just filled up with like a bunch of just one kind of ingredients where it's just like megadosing like on creatine. So the pumps with this is great, but the endurance at the same time is also great. That's what I love about it. Stacking these two both together on a scale of 1 to 10, a 9. A solid 9 out of 10. The only reason why I haven't given it a 10 just yet is because I haven't felt that pump that is so powerful where you feel like you have to stop working out, because if you got any more pumped, your skin would rip open. Now, alongside of it, I do add in, recently just start adding this one in, is I start adding in their creatine monohydrate in with my pre-workout. Now, I just added the creatine just because creatine for me helps me get a better pump in the gym. I wasn't necessarily using it for muscle building. Of course, you always want to use everything you can for muscle building. But I could definitely tell that the pumps with that helped, especially stacked along that with taurine and as well with Hydromax glycerol powder. The pumps that you get, they just feed off each other. The more hydration that you have with your muscles, the better the pump that you're going to get. And if you want to get big, you have to get pumps. If you want to get vascular, you can see a little vein right down there. If you want to get vascular, you have to have hydration in the muscles. Drinking water, having ingredients that help out with muscle hydration. Coconut water would be a great one. So, another one that you can look on is their branched chain amino acid supplement. This product is good. As you can tell, this one is actually unopened. This is what the ingredient profile looks for them. Hopefully you can get a good look at that. If you want to pause the screen, you can. I'm not going to read off everything that's inside of this because it isn't a supplement review for them. But with this product, it is a good intra-workout or post-workout or even both. So with all that being said, my personal experiences with this, better pumps hands down. Pumps unreal and insane. Energy, the energy is strong, but it's not overkill with the energy. That's what I love about it. It's not overkill where you're like, oh my gosh, like there's so much energy. I feel like my eyeballs are going to pop out of my head and my heart is racing a million miles an hour, because then I feel anxious, I feel clammy, and I can't focus. So with these ones, especially Deviation, I feel like I could focus and I feel like I'm not feeling anxious or going to have a heart attack. Now, do I crash? Surprisingly, I don't crash. I actually feel like the energy just kind of like flows along. It doesn't like drop down, just keeps flowing. So that's what I like about it. Now the pump, again, is my favorite part about these two products because I am a pump kind of guy. So with all that being said, I am Judah, nicknamed the Legendary Beast. Please like and subscribe. Share the video with your friends. Let's get this information out there. If you guys want to look these up, I'll leave a link in the description. If you want to use my discount code, it's Judah20, Judah, numbers 2 and 0. It will work for these products as well as every other product on the website. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. Till then, I'll see you next time.